Yeah, it was so crazy because we actually went for a lunch with my parents, and I was so nervous about telling them like that I was pregnant. I didn't know what their reaction was going to be like. Like there was just so many thoughts running through my mind.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. We are officially halfway through the circuit breaker, and I know the last time we said that, and then we uploaded the video.
And
They
then it's
announced the
still
extension.
halfway through again.
Yeah, so we're halfway through again, and hopefully they don't extend it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But I'm fine if they do.
you can do this forever, right?
Yeah, I can. It feels like maybe 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks?
It's been about a month.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3 weeks a month. I
2
mean,
weeks, 3
we
weeks.
sort of lose our conception of time,
Yeah.
perception of time. Oh well. This Sunday though is Mother's Day, so
Yeah.
big shout out to all the mothers, mother-in-law, grandmothers, great grandmothers. Is there
Everyone
anything?
who is a mother,
godmothers, everyone who is a mother, basically. And this is what our podcast will be about today:
Yeah.
motherhood. Because you, my darling, has just entered motherhood about 1 year ago.
8 months,
Well,
to be precise.
Starley is 8 months old. but-
7
Okay, 7
going
plus.
8.
Okay, we have a baby that is 8 months old, but technically, motherhood sort of starts when you get pregnant, right?
Yeah. Maybe not for the first few months because you don't know you're pregnant. So,
Okay.
but I guess it starts when you know you're pregnant.
I guess
and-
from the moment you feel you're pregnant.
No, I think it's from the moment you find out you're pregnant, because and technically everything changes from the moment you find out. Like your lifestyle change immediately.
Interesting. So how does it change?
I mean, once
So
you
when
find
you
out,
found out you were pregnant, how did everything change?
firstly, when you are pregnant, there are many things that you cannot do,
Mhm.
like drink alcohol or eat like raw food. So immediately there was like a lifestyle switch, because at that point of time, I think we were like going out a lot
Yeah, we
and
were
having
partying
a lot,
a lot. Yeah.
crazy parties and
Mhm.
drinking a lot. So once we found out, like that was like the first thing we stopped, and I think that was like the starting point of becoming a mother. Like you no longer live for yourself, you know. I
Mhm.
mean, yes, you live for yourself, but like there's more meaning to
For sure.
just that. So everything changed, and I think motherhood kind of started there, and it gradually, the responsibilities and like, you know, motherhood, the definition of motherhood like expands as you
How
you
did
go
it
along.
expand?
Like being pregnant,
Mhm.
you only have to deal with pregnancy in itself, just taking care. In the first part, it's more of taking care of yourself, making sure you're eating healthy and protecting yourself lah, and like being
Yeah.
safe. And
Because the first
subsequently-
3 months is very volatile, right?
Yeah, and I had a bleeding scare.
Right,
remember?
you did. Yeah,
So
that was scary.
Yeah, so
was-
I think I was about 4 months or 3 months pregnant,
Mhm.
and then suddenly one
we
day.
were editing the video. I mean, I was
Yeah.
editing the video with Hakim right here. I even remember which video it was. And then at around 7 or 8 a.m., you went to the toilet
Yeah.
and
And then when I sat on the toilet bowl, I thought I peed, but I actually didn't pee yet, but I felt a gush of something come out.
Mhm.
And when I looked down, there was like a lot of blood. And I was very shocked and confused, and we rushed to the hospital
we did, yeah,
trying to
straight
find
away.
out what happened. But
Yeah.
thankfully, she was okay, and she was still like jumping around in the tummy. Right?
Yeah, we had the ultrasound and
Yeah,
she was fine.
so that
But
was
it
great.
was a scare. I mean, it was only 4 months, right?
I think it was like 3
3
months.
months, right? Yeah, so I was this before we announced it?
I think so.
It was before we announced
I
it,
think
right?
so, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
It was before. No, it was before we announced the pregnancy. Because usually they say wait 3 months
Yeah.
to announce.
Yeah.
So, but by the time we had everything ready, it was almost 4 months already.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
announced it to the fans at 4 months. But we did tell all our friends. I mean, they need to know, right?
Yeah.
If one day you just stop drinking when
Yeah,
we party,
it's hard to
yeah,
explain.
Yeah.
But I
But-
mean, yeah.
But that was a really scary incident. I think I was more worried for you at that point. I
Yeah.
was just hoping that you would be okay. But now thinking back, I really cannot imagine if anything happened. Like
Yeah, I
how
wouldn't
devastated
know what to,
I would be, or
I
how
wouldn't
you
know
would
what
be.
to do.
Yeah, but aside from that one incident, your pregnancy was pretty smooth, right?
Yeah, I think I'm quite thankful to have a pretty smooth pregnancy without like a lot of morning sickness or like everything was quite okay.
You
like,
didn't have much morning sickness, but you slept a lot in the
Yeah,
first 3
yeah, I
months.
was very tired. Like actually I think most people or most mummies will actually feel very tired through the first trimester. It's like a common symptom.
And then the second trimester is slightly better, is it?
Yeah.
And then the third trimester is where you become like
Like
really.
like I can't see my toes. Like literally in the shower, I can't see my toes and my feet. That's crazy, you know. Like I guess for you guys, y'all would never understand how it feels like to never ever see your toes. Like to not be able to see your toes.
Well, I hope not.
Unless yeah. Yeah.
So let's talk about when you found out that you were pregnant. Who was the first person we told? I don't remember this. Why don't I remember this? Who was the first person we told?
I think it's Atan. He was in our house, right?
Atan.
When I went.
I'm not sure. Okay, well, we started. I told my mom.
Oh, Jackie.
And I told Jackie. Yeah, yeah. So we did tell some of our friends right at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I think the really big one was telling your parents.
Yeah, telling my parents was very, very nerve-wracking for me. But for
Because
you were so chill. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to your parents. I remember that day, but yeah, it was because I think they were really shocked when we told them, because
They thought that you were trying to ask
yeah,
for like request.
we were not married.
Yeah.
I have not even proposed. There was no engagement.
Yeah.
I was just your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I guess as a boyfriend, to tell your girlfriend's parents that you're having a baby, it's kind of a pretty scary thing. It's kind of an intense thing. Yeah.
But I think you handled it really well. Like you were not even worried about it, because I think you knew you had your own plans in mind, and I think it was so crazy because we actually went for lunch with my parents, and I was so nervous about telling them like that I was pregnant. I didn't know what their reaction was going to be like. Like there was just so many thoughts running through my mind, and you were like so relaxed, and he was telling me like, hey, like this is the only time we can surprise them with something like that. And he was like, I'm like, this guy is crazy. Like if like any other guy made their girlfriend pregnant, I think they'll be so like nervous and they don't know how to deal with it. But yeah, it was good that like you were calm, because I think I was way more nervous than you.
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I would be nervous too, but because you were nervous, I felt like I had to step up.
Aww.
Yeah, so I'll just be the one. I mean,
so you were actually very, very nervous?
No, I wasn't very, very nervous. I was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, we broke the news to your parents during lunch. Told them Debbie's pregnant.
And they got a shock.
I think they got a shock. They got a pretty big shock. Yeah, I don't think they expected it either.
I remember my brother looking at me with his like jaw dropped. Like his jaw was like hanging wide open. He was like, and then my dad was very funny because we were like, eating dim sum, and he was like, hold on, let me continue eating my food first.
I need to digest this.
Yeah, let me digest my food.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
And then it was like a few seconds of like silence, and then like you quickly came in and like explained our plans for the future, and like I think within half an hour, I would say everything like more or less settled down, and they came to terms with it, and they were quite chill after that.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, but the moment where you said it, I felt my heart stop for a bit. like really, like
it's not an easy thing.
Yeah, like, I think this is like the hardest piece of news to ever tell my parents. Yeah,
especially if it's the boyfriend telling instead of. I would assume that maybe it might be simpler for you to tell them, actually.
I don't think I can. I think I'll just break down.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything worked out fine, and I think the idea of having a grandchild also sits nicely with them.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean now
they are great grandparents.
Yeah, they're so in love with Starley more than
anyone.
they ever loved me and my brother.
I told my mom through WhatsApp
Yeah.
because I took a photo of the pregnancy kit and I asked her, Mommy, what does this mean?
You didn't trust me when I said I'm pregnant.
I don't know.
You
Okay,
just can't
okay.
believe it.
To give you guys some context, right? We need to talk about how it happened, because why don't you share how you found out you were pregnant?
So, I actually have this period tracking app on my phone. Basically, it tells you like roughly when you're gonna get your period and whatever not. So, on my app, it said that I was like 54 days late, and I'm like, no way. I remember having my period not too long ago, so I was damn sure that like I was not 54 days late. Like, there was no way. So I decided to go and buy a test kit.
Without me knowing.
Yeah. Sorry. Because you were in reservist.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to like pee on the stick and delete the app after finding out that I'm not pregnant. Like be like,
Sure.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I probably
So
just
you
forgot
did
to
it?
key it.
Uh-huh.
So I went to pee on the stick, and then it came out one line. It was in the afternoon.
So what does one line mean?
One line means you're not pregnant.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, I knew it. Like, I'm
Okay.
obviously not
So
pregnant.
did you delete that app?
I didn't delete it yet, but I just threw the test kit in the dustbin.
Okay.
Like, it's the dustbin in our room lah. So
Sure.
yeah. So I left it there and I just went about my day. I didn't want to tell you about it because I didn't want to like make you feel nervous or like anxious about it. If I was not pregnant, I don't want you to go through that whole like
Yeah, man,
like-
it's not a nice feeling. I mean, I can speak on behalf of a lot of guys.
Like-
when your girlfriend tells you that she hasn't got her period yet, all these thoughts start coming in, and it's like the biggest relief that when you find out that she got her period, you're like, yes.
But I guess it was different for us when we actually did find out that I'm pregnant. Okay, so after taking that test kit, I threw in a dustbin, and then you came back home in the evening,
Yeah.
and I went to shower, and I don't know what came into me to want to check the test in the bin.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm quite a strange person lah, but I went to pick
So
it
you
up.
picked it up from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bin.
No, but the bin was clean.
Okay, sure.
Like I just wanna.
Okay, you just want to clarify the bin was
I mean,
clean.
how clean can
Okay.
the dustbin be? But
So it was a clean bin.
yeah, it was not like I go through like all the garbage with like the leftover
Okay,
food.
so
or
it was
whatever.
just there
Yeah.
basically. It was just
So
there. You picked it up. What
I-
happened?
I picked it up, and then I saw like another line. Like, it was very faint,
Sure.
and I couldn't believe my eyes. I don't know whether I'm seeing it right because it was so faint that I'm like unsure. So I decided to take the test kit out to you,
Yeah.
and you were sitting on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Baby, is this another line?"
Yep.
And then
And then I didn't believe it. I didn't know what it meant.
You were like,
told me
"Wait,
that
what?"
you took the test in the afternoon. I was a little sad, like, hey, what's up? Why'd you do that without me? And then when you revealed that, we got 2 lines, I'm like, yeah, this gotta be a mistake, man.
Yeah.
All right. I'm totally like not even prepared for this. Like, you didn't even tell me you missed your period. I didn't even have that anxiety
no,
yet.
but the
Okay.
thing is, I did not miss my period actually.
Okay. So it just came as a surprise.
Yeah.
And then we went down to Cheers to buy another test
Yeah,
kit.
you were like, let's just go
we
get
gotta
another one.
test it again, and we did, and that test immediately showed 2 lines.
Yeah.
Well, although the second one was a little bit faint, it was still 2 lines.
Yeah.
So I took a photo of it. I'm like, yo, what's this? I text my mom, and then my mom was like, congrats, this means that Debbie's pregnant. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, and
And
basically
then we sat there and laughed for.
yeah, this is one thing that, okay, because we are having a documentary come out, right? This is the like one thing where I have no footage of because I was not prepared to film it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
and it didn't even cross my mind like, okay, maybe let's take a video of this moment. We were just like so thrown off, and we were sitting on the bed like laughing, and like
we were so like we were just overwhelmed with emotions, and honestly, we didn't even know what to think. We just sat there, laughed, and then like kept quiet, and then we continued laughing, and then we kept quiet, and we're like, so what now?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were a lot of thoughts in my head, like throughout the next 2 weeks. like, okay, now I gotta propose. Now we're gonna get married, and this is all gonna happen in 3 months. And what's my plan for a proposal? I always wanted to do a very grand proposal. Now I don't have
Aw.
time, and then we need to get married, and then we need to do all that stuff. And yeah, it was very pressurizing, but I felt like it was a very exciting moment in our life, and I was happily excited about it.
Yeah. I think after we got past the whole like
When we accepted the
after,
reality
that,
that we were
okay,
having a
it's
baby.
real, and then we
Yeah.
know we came to terms with it, and we were ultimately more excited than anything.
We were, and not only were we excited, our parents were excited, our friends were excited. I remember Jasmine bought Starley her first gift. Actually,
Yeah.
it was a Converse shoe, right?
Yeah, and a
From-
Converse beanie.
Yeah, and then Kaiti got something from Finland.
Yeah.
So our friends started getting really excited also. I really I took videos of my friends' reaction when we told them, and
Yeah.
it was really heartwarming. Like, I mean, to see their reaction from like, what? Like,
Uh-huh.
like even talking about it now makes me want to tear up a little
Aw.
because it was really touching.
Really?
Yeah.
So whose reaction was the best?
I don't know, there were a lot. I think Hakim and Kevin had really good reactions.
They cried, right? Did
I
they
don't know.
cry?
They were. I guess because Hakim and Kevin also naturally react pretty big to stuff,
Yeah.
right? Compared to me,
Yeah.
obviously, I'm usually, but their reaction was pretty big. So they were very excited, and we started talking about the future. That was really cute. Ridwan, I think Ridwan was the first person I told also, among our friends.
Oh, really?
Yes, and which is why I don't have a reaction of it. I don't even remember how I told him. Gosh, but I think he just started laughing also. He was like, his usual
Yeah.
laughter. Like he couldn't believe it. Yeah, so I think everyone was very excited. I think she's very blessed to
Yeah.
have such a great people, great friends around her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't believe she is like so big now. I mean,
Yeah,
she's not very
going
big, but
to-
it's just crazy how time flies.
What were you most excited about when you were pregnant?
Excited to see her, definitely.
We did some 4D scans.
Yeah.
Oh, every time we went for the ultrasound, it was like the
Oh,
funnest
yeah.
thing, right? We would have so many videos of it, and you see her grow, and then like she'll wave
And do funny
she'll do
little
funny
poses.
thing, funny poses.
Yeah, that was like I really enjoyed like
Going to the
to the
doctor.
gynae. Like
I just didn't understand why it always had to be 9:30 a.m. It's very early. And there were times where I couldn't wake up. You also told me you would go yourself, but I wanted to be there, so
Yeah.
I'll pull myself up just to see her.
yeah. I think I only went like once without you.
Why did you go without me?
I think you were really tired, so I went
For the diabetes thing?
yeah, to pick up some things.
To pick up some... Oh, it was before our wedding and we were getting ready for the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but it was really exciting every single time we got to see the ultrasound. I'm sure a lot can relate to it. And we even did some 4D, 3D scan where
Yeah,
we got to see her
We
face.
paid extra just to see that, but I was very excited to see her little face, so we paid like I think like $200-300.
Yeah.
But
And
we got to see her cute little face, but she doesn't look like the
a
scan.
little. She does look a little.
Little.
Yeah. But it was a bit alienish looking.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, because she wasn't a fully formed.
She was fully formed. It's just that she's not as chubby as she would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a smaller version of. Yeah, it's like a preview.
Mm. So, what was the thing you missed doing most during pregnancy? Eating sushi.
Yeah, for sure. Eating sushi. I think hanging out with our friends,
Yeah.
like you see everyone. I mean, like it's not the worst thing that you can't go out and drink, but honestly, I miss that a little, especially.
And you didn't even get to do it during your wedding.
yeah,
right?
yeah, correct.
So after the wedding, I had like the after party, and
Yeah.
you just went to bed.
Yeah, I went to sleep because I was so tired. Like I had like 3 outfit changes or 4
It was
through the day.
really tiring day.
Like,
Really tiring day.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
But it was great. I wouldn't change a thing.
I wouldn't change a thing too.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that more in the documentary as well. And we have like really great footage of real-time footage of what exactly was happening at that moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty
excited
pretty
to
amazing.
see.
Yeah. And then
Yes.
you gave birth.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And-
you were saying?
No, I forgot.
Okay, and then you gave birth. How was your birth experience?
So,
Mhm.
talking about birth experience, I think that we actually went for these classes called hypnobirthing classes,
We did.
and it was recommended to me by a friend.
Mhm.
And basically, hypnobirthing is about
Trying to do it without epidural, right?
not really, like it's more of like a self hypnosis where you can learn to calm yourself down
Uh-huh.
and be in the most relaxed state
Yeah.
to be able to birth your baby,
Mhm.
like in a calm mindset.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we had a few lessons of
We
that.
did.
And do you want to say how you feel?
I was bored to death, man. I was like, what is this? I'm so sorry to Miss Yen, our teacher.
We fell asleep.
We
so
fell
many
asleep
times
so
together.
many times, and after each session, I was like, darling, with the wedding, with everything that's going on, do we really need this? And you were like, yeah, hypnobirthing and stuff. And I was like,
Honestly-
okay, we'll continue doing it, and then we'll have the next session where I honestly I don't even remember. But
You're so naughty because you were just like pretend that you have to go to the toilet or something, but you just go to the room and lie down, right?
yeah,
You're horrible. Because we had like private classes.
No, and then I was really hoping that she would say, okay, we can go on without him. But she was like, no problem, we'll wait for him. I
Yeah.
was like, even though there's a really good teacher right there, I was like, oh, just let me go already. I'm not the one
But
giving birth.
come on, do you learn anything about it? Like anything about giving birth through that class?
A little.
What?
That I guess hypnobirthing works for some and doesn't for some. I don't know. Okay. In the end, you did a few classes, and during the birth process, you did try.
Yeah, honestly, I think it worked for me. Not necessarily in the sense where I could do completely without pain
Yeah.
relief, but I was able to push Starley out quite easily, and I think I was quite calm
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
my whole.
So it did help.
I think so. Maybe
Okay.
without it, I would have been more like,
I just want to know that my money was well spent.
come
Because
on.
because
Come
okay, let me
on.
explain.
Yeah.
I paid a very premium price for the teacher to give us private lessons in our house.
Yep.
Because usually this hypnobirthing lesson is sort of like in a group,
Classroom.
in a class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad that the money was well spent, more or less. Even though halfway through you just couldn't handle the pain, and we went from relaxing meditation music, and then we played Kanye West.
Yeah, because I tried the laughing gas and it was very fun. Like
Mhm.
in that moment, like I was like damn high, I think, and I was just like, "Come on, play me some
Yeah.
music." And
you were having so much pain.
Yeah.
I was like,
But after
let
a
me
while,
end
like
this.
it
I
didn't
turned
really
off.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
After a while,
Meditation music worked for a while,
yeah, I did.
and then it didn't work.
Uh-huh.
And then I played the Kanye West music, and then it did work for a while.
Like 20 minutes max.
An hour, come on.
Really?
Yeah, move for it. You lost perception of
Yeah,
time.
I was completely.
It went pretty well. We were like having fun. We were like dancing, grooving to the beat, and then the pain overcame
back.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually you opted for epidural.
Yes, I did. So epidural, basically, they give you a jab down certain spot in your spine where they numb your lower half of your body.
Yeah.
So it's a really long needle and they jab it in, and then they would put a small tube and like fluids will go in, like the anesthetic will go through and flow down your legs. I remember when the epidural was administered, like I was on the laughing gas. And I was so high, and the doctor was great. Like the anesthetist, she was great, and she was like talking to me so nicely, and she was talking to me like a kid, honestly.
Mhm.
And I really in that moment felt like I was like a little kid in kindergarten, just listening to
Yeah.
instructions.
The
It was
the
damn.
nurses at Thompson were amazing.
Yeah, they were great.
All of them.
Doctors and nurses,
Yep.
everyone there was fabulous. I
Yeah.
mean,
I really enjoyed, even though I wasn't the one giving birth.
yeah, it
I
was
really
like a
enjoyed being there.
staycation,
It was like the best staycation. And then we ordered food.
and you brought your PlayStation,
I
right?
brought my PlayStation.
Oh my god, this guy.
Yeah, and with like everyone would come and FIFA.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
really fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I think you weren't able to enjoy most of it because you were stuck on the bed.
Oh yeah, because okay, so my whole pregnancy was really smooth, but the only thing that happened to me after I gave birth was this thing called pubic symphysis disorder, where I actually kind of tore my ligament. I don't even know what's the right word, but basically my ligament was not in the right place, and
Yeah.
I couldn't walk. I needed physiotherapy for the whole stay in the hospital. Usually when you do like a natural delivery,
Mhm.
it takes about 1 to 2 days for you to get back on your feet, and like you can leave the hospital really quick.
Yeah.
But we were there for like 5 days.
We were.
4 5 days. Yeah,
I think more. I think 6.
really, I don't know, but I just knew that I couldn't walk, and I had to use like a walking stick at one point of time to actually walk to the nursery to see Starley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like in that moment, right, I felt like I was in a nursing home. Like I was like an elderly, just trying to make my way down the aisle. But yeah, thankfully, I recovered,
Yeah.
and I was able to go back like after. Oops, Starley's flipping around.
While we are doing this podcast, we're actually watching Starley
Yeah.
on the phone on our CCTV. Yeah, we might have to stop.
No, I think she's good.
She's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like around the 5th day, I felt much better, and I could walk really slowly, and that's when we went home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
5 days.
yeah. And you were really sweet because, like, I didn't want you to stay in the hospital with me for so long because you didn't really have a comfortable bed like at home lah.
I just
sure.
slept on the sofa.
Yeah, but
I mean, the sofa was comfortable. They converted it into a bed.
yeah.
So it
But-
was okay.
But I knew that you would definitely prefer being at home compared to
No.
staying in a hospital.
Well, not if you and Starley were in the hospital.
Yeah.
And
So-
I had fun every time I saw
Yeah,
Starley.
that's true.
And then every time they push Starley in, I would be like, oh, we'll get so excited.
Yeah.
And then we'll call the nurses, hey, can you bring her in?
Yeah.
Bring the baby in. And then she have to go back to the nursery and go under the light.
Oh,
She had to go
yeah,
under the
she had
light because she has
jaundice.
jaundice.
But most Asian babies would
Yeah.
probably have for a period of time.
Yeah.
But she was fine also. So yeah, I think when like motherhood, like the next point where it really like the checkpoint where it started like getting like intense was where we came home. It's like, okay, now you're on your own.
Oh
Like,
yeah, because the
no-
nurses would like change the
yeah,
diapers,
the
shower
nurses
for
were
the
so
baby.
good. Like the nurses would do everything,
Mhm.
and like you just relax and try to recover and just eat. And
But when we came back, right, we had a great confinement nanny.
we did.
And she was great. She was really awesome, and we miss her.
Yeah.
And she's also the same nanny that Naomi had.
Yeah. She was great. And without her, I think I would be so lost and so confused,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, and like we couldn't bear for her to leave. We were trying to like
no,
extend.
we kept extending. The funny thing is like we extended the hospital stay, we extended the nanny, we tried to extend everything. So we really enjoyed like the full package of
Yeah, but-
everything.
but it was-
after a few months, nanny left.
Yeah. And I think like I was really upset the day she left. I was like, oh my god, like now I'm all alone, and how am I gonna have to deal with all of this by myself? So like the last few weeks before she left, she was like slowly guiding me on how to do it on my own. But I just felt like I was not ready for her to leave. But that being said, like we will never be able to feel ready for her to leave
Yeah.
until she leaves, and then we like
True, and also after she left, then I felt more connected to Starley.
Yeah.
Because like you said, before she left, I pretty much just carry Starley for 5 minutes.
A day.
Yeah, 5 minutes a day. maybe burp her once in a while, watch her. But there will never be like alone time with me and Starley. It's always me, Starley, and Nanny.
Yeah.
So like I'll feel kind of awkward like talking to Starley.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
I'll just like go in at night and like
Pet
rub her head. Yeah. But when the nanny left, we were very sad.
Yeah, we
And
were.
we told the nanny, we'll see her again. So all you have to do is get pregnant.
Oh
We'll
my
see the nanny
gosh.
again. So don't miss her too much.
Yeah, it was so intense.
Yeah.
But like I think there are many mummies out there who also fear the moment or feel
For
worried
sure. Especially
when
first
the
time moms.
nanny leaves. But I think you must remember that you are the mummy and you are able to do it. Don't worry, don't overthink it, and have confidence and faith in yourself. Because I think I was overthinking it a lot. I was like, I can't do it. Like I won't be able to do it. But the first step is, being confident and saying like, it's okay. It's part of life. We will learn together with baby, one step at a time. And I think that was when I really started to feel more empowered and like more ready
Yeah.
to take care of
You
her.
can do it, moms. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
You're made for this,
Yeah.
right?
You are.
I mean, we're genetically made to do this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think you're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks,
I think you're a
baby.
great mom.
I think you're a great dad.
Yeah. So, Starley is now 8 months.
Yeah, she is. Soon.
No longer just a little baby. No longer
She's
just
not even a little baby.
She
Do you
is,
know that
she's
Starley,
bigger than 97% of the babies her age. That's insane.
Starley is wearing clothing that are 9 to 12 months in size, and that fits her just nice. And she's not even 8 months.
She's like 7.5 months.
Yeah, and she's about 8.3 kg.
She's such a big,
And she's
such
quite
a
tall.
tall baby. Definitely got it from me. I'm just kidding, guys. Come on, let's be real. But I don't know. I guess she has my eyes.
And grumpy attitude. Just kidding. No lah.
Yeah, she can be.
But you guys
quite-
sleep in very similar positions.
Right, and she's starting to flip over and do that thing because I sleep like with my belly down, I guess. So and I see her starting to do that, and like she plants her face into the pillow, which I do
Yeah.
as well. So she's no longer the baby that just gets stuck by all the pillows
Yeah.
around her.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
What are you looking forward most to motherhood?
I think I can't wait for her to be able to talk and say a few words.
Oh yeah.
Express what she wants.
Mhm.
Although now I think she's really good at expressing what she wants already. Like
How?
she loves bath time. Like like in the bath she's like kicking and
Yeah.
splashing around. And when you take her out, she gets upset. Like she like screams and like she knows what she likes. And like mealtime when she likes her food, she would like do like a little jump or dance. Like,
Yeah,
she's
every
quite
time we
fun.
feed her a little bit of rice, she would jump on that float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a little sofa where she sits with us on the sofa.
She has a lot of things.
Yeah, she
by the way,
does.
you buy her like a bit. It's a bit excessive. I mean, looking at my living room, right?
There's
Like,
never
there's
too
like
much.
a Starley chair. There's a Starley baby jumping thing. We have 2 swimming pools. We have a float here, and I mean it's really a lot. And then we have a bed there. We have a bed up there. It's really a lot of baby stuff all over the house.
It's fine. I think but as they outgrow it,
Mhm.
I will definitely pass them down to our friends. Like don't worry,
Yeah.
that little cot over there will be passed to Liz.
Okay.
Yeah. Liz is pregnant and we are
Mhm.
very excited for her.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have many pregnant friends.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So
But I kind of wish more of my friends are pregnant. So
well, you got pregnant at a very young age. How old were you? 22?
21.
21. 21.
But I gave birth at 22,
Okay.
right?
It's pretty
Yeah.
young for our generation, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's not like super young.
It's not like
the
I'm
youngest.
17 or
Yeah,
like 15 or
But
something.
still pretty young.
Yeah.
And most of our friends are not pregnant yet.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to wait before Starley has some friends.
Yeah. Come on, guys. You can do it.
I guess we'll just have to like bring her to school and stuff. And then she'll make her friends there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is fine. And
Oh, Liz lah. I guess
Yeah.
Starley can have play date with Liz's baby.
yeah. You know, I was really hoping to have a fun birthday party for her this year, September.
Hopefully it happens. Hopefully
Hopefully
we
it
can do
happens,
something. We
but
can't even plan anything
yeah,
because
we
like
can't
in
plan.
this moment we don't even know if, you know, everything is gonna go back to normal.
Yeah, with all this social distancing stuff, I don't know. We'll probably have to like have a Zoom party or something.
Oh.
But on the bright side, she will remember her next birthday party. Right? I feel sort of like weird having a birthday party for a 1-year-old. Even no matter how big it is, she'll never remember it.
Yeah,
So maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
maybe. But I guess she can always have nice birthdays. It doesn't mean that her subsequent birthdays have to be boring,
It's true.
right?
It's true.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
that the first one is like a celebration of one whole year, like her first year in life. I think that deserves a nice celebration.
Yeah.
Everyone's celebrating it together.
What's the best baby product so far?
Wow, best baby product. I think firstly, the basic essentials like diapers and wet wipes. Like we get hers from Offspring, and honestly, you guys might think like, wow, diapers, like what's so interesting about diapers? But Starley has the cutest diapers. I don't know if you noticed.
Nope.
Daddy doesn't notice, but Offspring has super cute print diapers. Like avocados, watermelon print, like whatever. And like honestly, it makes changing diapers for moms more interesting, and it's really nice to like see that their little butt is like wearing some avocado print. Like it's just so cute. And their wet wipes are really good. But other than like essentials, I think having a baby monitor is awesome.
Yeah.
You
Because we
need
can
it.
go downstairs, we can go
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
and not have to stay by her side every single moment. I guess it'll probably change the moment she can walk
Yeah.
or talk.
No, I'm sure at night when we watch her,
Yeah.
it will still be from this camera if we are
Yeah.
like downstairs.
It gives off slightly bit of a
More-
little bit more freedom, I
Yeah.
must say. Which leads me to the next question. How do you find me time?
I don't have me time.
You don't. That's the truth right there, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think you have me time either. And you don't have me
Aw.
me time. Sadly.
Even right. Okay, so there was once.
Okay, this is a okay. Before I continue, I have to say this is a different situation because we are all stuck at home with quarantine.
Yep.
Firstly, we probably don't need too much me time, do we? I don't
No,
know.
I'm fine
Yeah.
without.
Yeah, because you dedicate your whole life to Starley, so I think that's really sweet. So right now we have no me time. We're living in the house together. It's baby all the time. Every time we turn on the TV, it's nursery music. You know, when we eat these days, we can never get to watch YouTube or Netflix. We're just watching baby songs.
Yeah.
And before she sleeps, we play baby music. So that's how it is. Sadly, that's
But
that's
honestly,
parenthood.
don't you realize that Starley is growing up and being more independent? It's
Yeah.
crazy. We used to have to pet her to sleep, and now we just put her down and we just leave her there and tap her like 3 times and she falls asleep.
Are you sure? Okay, she says that, right? But like 2 days ago, even yesterday, Starley was having a hard time sleeping. I don't know what it
No,
is.
but we no
Why
lo-
does she not
But we
want
no
to sleep
longer
sometimes?
rock her like.
Okay, we
like
don't rock her, but we have to like pet
Pet
her.
her.
And I think it's really cute because thanks to the quarantine, I get to spend way more time
Why is
than I
it
would
too
with
much
Starley.
for you?
No, it's not. It's not. I enjoy it. I really enjoy being by Starley's side 24/7.
Yeah.
And
What about me?
that too, all right.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, because we're used to being by each other's side 24/7, but Starley, because of the first few months during after she was born, I had to go back to the office. I had to do a lot of stuff, catch up with work. So now that we're back in quarantine, we're working from home. It's nice. It's nice to have this time with Starley and putting her to sleep every night and her hugging my hand. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good daddy and daughter bonding sessions. And sometimes you bring her to walk around. a
Yeah,
little.
take her for walks. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. We are very lucky to have a little bit more room in our house.
Yeah.
So that is nice. What makes Starley cry?
Do you know, I can just sense it like right before she cries. Like
Mhm.
remember yesterday,
Yeah.
like I don't know what happened, but I could see her twitching, and I was like, baby, don't talk so loud. She's gonna cry.
I think it's your instincts.
And
You
then
know.
like 1 second later she cried.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
She has that build up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You sort of know when she'll
Yeah,
cry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what makes Starley cry?
But you don't know when she'll stop. She can stop right away, or she can just go on.
Like nowadays, I'm trying to teach her what no means. Like when I say no, because I don't want her to think that whenever she screams or cry. For example, if I have a toy and she
Okay.
wants it and she can't reach it, she would cry.
Mhm.
I guess it's her form of expression, but I want her to know that she can't get it just because she cries. So when she calms down,
Okay.
I pass it to her, so she feels like oh, okay, okay. So I guess I want her to understand that, when you're calm, you get it, and if you wanna like scream and be upset about it, we're not gonna give it to you.
Okay. I want to ask, as a mom, right? As a mom, how do you know all these? Like, how do you know how you want to teach your daughter? How
I
do
don't
you
know,
get
man.
advice
I
from
guess
your mom, from my mom, from the internet, from an app?
well, I think it's a bit of everything, and also like instinct. I guess not all type of techniques work on one baby.
Mhm.
So it's really like going with the flow, and as she grows, like I feel like maybe at this point it's appropriate, like now that she understands, like for example, if like I'm gonna give her a biscuit and she wants it, I'm like starting to teach her like that she has to say please. And I'm trying to teach her it, like in sign language, that this please. So like maybe like she doesn't know how to say please, but
Okay.
maybe her hand can go up here, and then it's a starting point of communication and learning to express or voice out
Mhm.
what she wants, which is exciting. So I guess it's like more of like a gradual thing, and sometimes I read up like baby stuff,
Uh-huh.
and
So you read a lot, or you watch videos?
yeah, I watch videos. I have
So
like
you do
certain
your
baby
research.
apps.
Yeah, okay.
I talk to other moms, and
Who do you talk to though?
Serena.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Serena. We have Serena.
Recently at Liz's party, I met another mommy, and
Okay.
she had a very sweet and well mannered daughter.
Okay.
So I asked her for parenting tips,
Mhm.
and yeah, like oh, and even Diva and the Diva and Duchess, the Trinity and Zara, the little kids on Playtime TV, they are so well behaved, so well mannered,
Amazing.
and they're so sweet. So
Mhm.
I also talk to their parents, and like I just ask them, do you have any tips or advice on parenting?
Oh, yeah, I
Like
think they gave really good advice.
yeah, I'm like
when I
always
spoke to them
open to
also.
listen to parenting advice, and especially when it comes from parents who have raised their kids really well, and I see like wow, like I hope that Starley can be as sweet and like well mannered as these kids lah. So yeah,
Mhm.
so I try to learn a little bit here and there. What about you as a dad? Like what do you think you would like? How would you wanna parent her as a dad?
I don't know. I don't really have any reference from, so I'm not really. I don't know. I guess I sort of just do it my way.
Do you think you would parent her the way your dad parents your sister? Is that how it works?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. I probably just do it my way.
Yeah.
And whatever I feel like. Like you said, there are some advice here and there. There are some apps. I'll just draw reference from a little bit, but mostly it's just following my instincts.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
think
just
it's
doing
important to
yeah.
just follow your instincts, and I think really just to adjust accordingly to how
Yeah,
Starly
because
reacts.
every child is different.
Yeah, some kids can do well with like hey, go to your room and like sit down and reflect and come out and talk to me in a while. Maybe some kids can't do that. They just don't want to be separated, and they want to be, pet and say like and like given an explanation of why they're scolded. I guess like it's really every kid works differently. So we'll just find out along the way and find out the best methods to parent Starly. I mean, there'll never be a perfect
Yeah.
parent, but I guess we'll just try our best.
For sure. Do you think Starly will be a mommy's girl or a daddy's girl?
I think she's already a daddy's girl lah. Come on, like
Why do you say that? Why do you
she's
say
so
that?
the way she looks at you.
Uh-huh.
She's always so. Do you know like ever since she was like 1 or 2 months old, when she hears your voice or when she sees you, she's like more gentle and suddenly so demure. Like she'll be like screaming, ah! And then like when you walk in, you're like, Starley, and then she just keeps quiet. I'm like, this is not how you were like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, it's very cute lah to see that. Like you also notice that she looks at you a lot, and even when you're
Yeah.
filming video, when you're like when she's in the video and you're carrying her and you're talking, she like looks at you like that.
Yeah, it's so cute. And
And
then
like,
when I take her for Zoom meetings, she'll just keep quiet and not scream. She's such a good girl, and she just pay attention. Maybe she
that's
does.
just
Maybe she
because she's
doesn't
around you. Okay.
contribute to the meeting, but it's enough. Okay.
Yeah, but I think, come on, do you feel she's a daddy's girl?
Kind of.
Right? You
Kind
can
of.
feel it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say your daughter is your ex lover in
Your
your
past life.
past life. Have you guys heard of that? Because I don't know if this is true or not.
Yeah, your little lover.
My little lover.
But she's so cute. I
That
don't
means
know.
you're gonna be my daughter in the next life. How weird is that? If we believe this.
But I mean, that will still be interesting, I
Yeah,
guess.
at least I get to be around you.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Now that you are a mom, do you appreciate what your mom has done for you as a child?
Yeah, for sure. And I think I appreciate more of her being a grandma than being my mom.
Okay. Why is
Like,
that?
she does so much for Starley, and
Mhm.
like she bought her a queen size bed. Like my whole
Yeah.
life I slept on a single size bed. I'm not trying to compare, but like Starley was like 3 months old and my mom's like, she needs a bigger bed. I'm like, okay. And bam, there was like a queen size bed in my room, in my parents' place.
Yeah.
Like it became her room, and like my mom and my dad, when they went out at that time, they went to like the claw machine and they caught toys, and like, oh, we caught toys for Starley, and like there's so many things that like they do for Starley,
Yeah.
and I think that I really appreciate it. And my mom, she outrightly tell me like, even when you're a kid, I didn't even take care of you as much as I did take care of Starley. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's so
Oh, your mom's a
loved
great
by-
grandma.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and she's a great mom-in-law as well.
Yeah.
And she's very
She's so chill about
chill.
like she doesn't really
Yeah.
bother or interfere with whatever you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of that queen size bed, I need to answer a question that we touched on earlier today when we said how do we have me time or our own time? We do send Starley to your parents' house.
Yeah.
This was before the circuit breaker,
Yeah.
when it was still okay. We did send Starley to Debbie's
Sleepover.
for sleepover. We called it sleeping camp because
'Cause my
it was
mom-
during a time where Starley didn't have a very regular sleeping schedule,
Yeah.
and it would take a lot of effort to put Starley to sleep.
Yep.
So we sent her to sleeping camp, and we got to go to party and go
And,
out,
yeah,
do some
yes.
fun stuff,
Yeah.
and
That was
didn't have to
nice.
worry about it.
Yeah.
But however, I also need to add that my mom during the before the circuit breaker,
Yeah.
my mom would come over and
Yeah.
stay over
Your
at
mom
my
is
house
awesome.
at night.
Yeah. Your mom
Okay.
would help out with Starley every night.
And this is so we can sleep, because my
Yeah.
mom has a even more
Crazier.
irregular sleeping schedule than I do,
Yeah.
right? And I'm sure I got it from her, but yeah. So my mom will be here for us, in our house. So you and I, we can go out and we don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Starley.
Yeah. So honestly,
So
a lot of support and love from both of our parents.
Yeah, not
like,
just my mom, even my dad.
yeah, and
But
my dad
does,
too. Like,
doesn't do the
do you know
sleepovers.
my dad? He's so cute. He's growing a little sunflower garden for Starley because she likes sunflowers,
Yeah,
which is so crazy.
that's
like,
adorable.
yeah, I mean, all of them, like, she's just like
Yeah.
like the number one star in their life. Right
Yeah.
now.
And before the circuit breaker, I saw my dad. He was like writing out lyrics from one of his songs, right?
Uh-huh.
Writing it on a piece of paper, and then he brought it upstairs and started singing it to her.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was really cute. Just really cute grandparents. I think we have an amazing support system.
Yeah, we definitely.
Big
do.
shout out to our parents.
Yes.
Even though this is we're on the topic of Mother's Day, Our dads as well have
Yeah.
done a fantastic job. Fantastic grandparents.
Awesome.
Just all around.
She's gonna have such a wonderful childhood, honestly.
Yeah. With all the friends, all the uncles and
Yeah.
aunties.
Maybe a little bit less friends when she like I think she got a little bit of I mean we wouldn't have many friends for her to play with, and every
True.
one of her friends will be like our friends. So
Yeah, true. I think she'll grow up with a lot of older
people.
people like us.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We'll find her some friends.
Cindy.
Well, Cindy's a bit much older than her.
Yeah, but I'm sure Cindy will be a great like friend.
We'll just give her a sibling.
Topic for another podcast.
Yeah. What is one thing that your mom has taught you
Mm-hmm.
that you bring over as a mom?
I think the most important thing was about the love that we share, like the
Yeah.
one where we always put each other first, and everything else will fall into place. And I think also to not demand anything out of your kids, like
Yeah.
don't impose anything like I want you to like be the top of the class. Like they never did that to me.
Okay.
They always just encouraged me to try
That's
my
why
best.
you were never the top of the class.
Hey, I did pretty well in primary school, okay?
Okay, all right.
Like I was in the
All right, you were in the top. All right.
okay lah, but maybe I would have done better with pressure, but honestly I feel like I'm a very chill and happy person
Yeah.
in general.
Mm.
I think I'm quite a stress-free person.
Yep.
And I think I owe that to my parents. They have never they always like strongly encourage me, try your best. Definitely if I don't do well, if I fail, they will be a bit upset, but
Mhm.
I won't get caned.
So they never gave you any pressure.
I've never gotten scolded or like reprimanded for doing badly in a test.
Okay. Well, to be fair, you weren't a bad child, so.
I think I was quite mischievous, but not like to the point where I was doing anything against the law or like anything horrible.
I started a stealing club, so.
Yeah, topic for another
yeah.
day. Stealing Club by
When I was a
JianHao.
kid. When I was a kid, all right, when I was a kid. A very mischievous kid. And I think one thing that my mom taught me, my mom has taught me a lot of things. And I gotta say, I am a mommy's boy. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hide that. And I love my mom. But I think my mom has taught me a lot of morals. But I
Yeah.
think the most important thing is compassion and to be kind.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that's really important. I think I would be a very compassionless person without my mom.
You think so?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of compassion for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
people around me, people
Yeah.
who are not around me. I still remember that one time because we lived in Cambodia, right? Every week, once in a while, every 2 weeks, we would go buy a lot of packet food. And this is not for any like a charity organization or anything. We're not involved in any of that. My mom just wanted to teach us to be kind.
Mm-hmm.
We bought a lot of food and gave it to the beggars on the street.
Oh.
And we would roll down our windows, and in Cambodia, during that time, poverty was a big thing. So a lot of them would all crowd around our car, and we would get mobbed, and not robbed, mobbed. Like,
Yeah.
you know what mob is, right? Like when the fans get around, that's what they would do, and they would take the food, and they would be also very thankful, and it was really nice. And so stuff like that carried on in my head. So I will always give back whenever I can.
Yeah, that's nice.
And not just to poverty, but just in general, just to the people around me.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think that's something very important that my mom has taught me.
that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So to end the podcast off, do you have anything you would like to say to your mom?
Yeah, I want to thank her for being an awesome grandma to Starley, and like she'll do so many things for Starley, and like she'll go out of her way to like buy her new like small little things like food, and prepare like ingredients for her to cook porridge for Starley. And no matter how many times before a circuit breaker she would disturb me and say like, oh, you're gonna take care of her on your own, like she will still turn up the following day and take care of Starley and play with her, which is like awesome. And thanks for being so chill around my friends and not demanding anything from us, and just cooking for us and things like that. And to my mother-in-law,
yeah,
like, you have also been a great and most amazing grandma. Like,
yeah, thank you
very
for
rare.
cooking for my
Yeah.
friends also.
Your mom is like a very selfless
She'll
person,
send
and
food.
she is
She sacrificed so much for us and
she would
our family.
she has never failed to send us to the airport and pick us up every single time we travel.
My parents will make it a point
Yeah.
to always send us to the
Yeah,
airport.
that's crazy,
And always
like,
pick us.
I mean-
Every time I say, don't worry, we'll grab, they would always
Yeah.
want to be there at the airport for
Yeah.
us. They just want to be very involved in
Yeah.
our lives, and I really couldn't thank them more for that.
Yeah, I mean, all those like small little things like this, but like it really shows how much they love and care for us. And yeah, it's just very sweet, and we are always very thankful for them.
Yeah,
We have the best parents.
we do. Yeah, my mom has always put me first before anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Before Kaisi. Oh.
Probably.
Oopsie.
Sorry, sister. Yeah.
Do you think you'll be a biased dad?
Topic for another time. I don't know. You put another child in front of me first, then I'll tell you the answer. I don't know. Like I said, I've said this before. I can't imagine myself loving any child more than Starley.
For now.
I say I can't imagine unless you put the child in front of me. I really love her more than Starley. Maybe not. I don't know. I just don't think it will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially, I think if we have a son, like definitely Starley will not be able to.
I don't know, man.
She'll
don't
be
know.
a little princess forever.
Yeah, she will. But I think we'll have a daughter.
Again, right?
I think we'll probably have another daughter. I don't mind. I don't mind having 4 daughters.
That's a bit too intense for me.
That's what I feel like. I feel like we may have 4 daughters.
No. I'm not gonna have 4 kids.
Okay,
just talk
3
about it.
daughters.
Another time.
All right, we'll just talk about it another time.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
We'll see you in the
See
next
you in the next
podcast.
podcast. Subscribe here. Watch our latest video here. You can also tune in to us on Spotify, and
Spotify.
we'll see you in the next podcast. Bye guys.